Hello. Oh no. Oh fuck. I just fixed this. Hold please.
Technical difficulties.
Could you imagine?
I just fixed it. Okay. Wait, you guys were fixed this whole time.
We've been here the whole time.
Why am I... Oh, I was also fine. Oh my god, what is this then? What is desk mic? And why do I keep blowing it? Okay, whatever. It's not meant to be on. Apparently it was working the whole time. Hello, welcome to this episode of the Tales of Lawn. We totally know what the fuck we're doing, and the rules are not made up, and the points don't matter. And the points definitely matter because they're not made up. Or something. We're here. We don't have very many announcements, mostly because we haven't been here for the last couple of weeks, and that's caused some chaos in our schedules. But if we do have, when we do have announcements, this is where they'll be. Right here at the beginning.
Just you wait.
Yeah, just you wait. We'll have announcements. Someday somebody will update the fucking website. Because that hasn't been updated in a while. It still talks about the BGAs, which have been put on hold indefinitely because the BGA producing team has been very busy and not able to produce the BGAs. But yeah, here we are. Let's see. Do we actually have any other announcements? Do we have... What's up?
I don't think we do.
Okay. Well, moving forward then. Moving forward. Last time on the Tales of Alon, the party began their trek north. They made it a couple days before they were accosted by a bullet. And they spent the entirety of day 2 harvesting the bullet and then resting. And that's where we are, actually. They've begun their trip north.
And then figured we'd settle down there and then camped out at that same spot for 2 weeks.
Nothing happened. Everybody died. No, but seriously, okay. So, yes, we have, we are back in, you guys, it is the morning of day 3. I believe you had a watch on the night of day 2. You know, keeping an eye out. Nothing accosted you, and, yeah, day 3. Your day 3
People
travel.
had some prophetic dreams, I believe.
Yes.
I do believe there were some dreams, yes. You are correct. Did I put a mark on there? Did I mark where you guys were? Did I have a different... Yes, I did.
You want to know something weird I remember or miss?
What?
Is every stream Ben picking his dice, which excrement dice he was going to use that day.
Yeah.
That was a great time.
Yep.
I miss Ben. We should message him. We should bring him in one day.
We should get him in the video game group chat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He wants to hop in that. That'd be fun.
Oh, speaking of, Yins wanna jump in on my playthrough on Saturday? Wow, this is a total sidebar. 7 days. I started a new one. It's like day 2 or 3. I literally spent all of day 2 doing quests, so I could have a bicycle. And now I have to transport like 3 whole chests worth of shit into the desert where I'm going to build a castle.
Bicicleta.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you were building in the forest.
Aha! So I was, except for it's trader wrecked, and the forest spot that I found is a piece of like it's not a great town. It's like it's filled with level 1 and 2 POIs, It has no tier 3 POIs, so it's kind of meh. And
my Democratic vote doesn't matter.
your Democratic vote was decided by a wheel.
Rigged.
It was literally a wheel that I spun on stream that decided it.
After I voted for that one, I won.
I'm gonna tell the AG.
Well, and then so once I got to once I did the, like, you know how they have go find the next trader quest from Rect, the other forest biome one that would have been in a big city, the trader that would have been in a big city, was the same distance as the fucking desert. So I was like, at that point, I might as well just move into the desert, because if it's the same distance that I'm gonna have to move, it's just in like opposite directions. I might as well just move into the desert. And that's how that was decided.
That sounds like a good time.
So
Yucca and cactus juice.
I mean, yeah, there's gonna be tons of that. So
his favorite.
Yeah.
if yins are up for it, well, there's also wild animals in the desert, and there's not as many wild animals in the forest. So we'll actually have tons of meat, which is great for meat stew. But if yins are interested, I'm planning on starting early on. Oh, this is an announcement. This goes back to the we've just made a big circle. I'll be starting early, I think, on Saturday, probably around like 10 Eastern time. You are working.
I work Friday, I work Saturday, not Friday. So
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that sucks.
Wait, you work Saturday during the day.
I work Friday and Saturday.
During the day.
Night.
Okay.
I am night shifts.
Well, you can play for a little while and then take your nap.
Not in between shifts. I'm sorry.
We'll also play again on Sunday. If everybody's into that.
I will be drinking wine with a rhinoceros on Sunday, so that's not.
Ooh, you're going to the winery?
That sounds cool.
Send pictures.
I'm probably playing outside this weekend because I've deprived Ashley of the outdoors for 2 weeks while my tattoo heals. So.
I spent last week in the outside, so this week gets spent in the inside. That's how that works. Anyways, okay, yeah. So day 3 is dawned. You guys can continue your travel up the coastline. Who is helming the trip?
The one without a dice tray on their head.
Who is leading?
Yeah, who's leading?
What kind of terrain are we in?
I'd say, I mean, it's coastal.
Oh yeah, I forgot we're on the coast. Oh, this was the discussion we were having about.
So this is, forest. I would count it as, the forests are kind of close. Then there's cliffs. If your favorite terrain is either forest or cliff, I'd let you roll with advantage. Or mountain, sorry. Forest or mountains, I'd let you roll with advantage. We can play.
We're in luck, because it's actually both of those.
Well, you only get one advantage.
Well, I know, I'm just saying, but it's both. Like, it doesn't matter because it's actually both. My favorite terrain is mountains and forests.
Perfect.
Wait, do I have that? Where do you see that?
It'll be under favored terrain.
So you're a fighter, not a ranger, so you don't have that.
Okay. It'll be a class feature.
Nice.
Okay. So I can lead the party.
Okay, roll a d20 with advantage. And how are you guys traveling?
By a horsey.
I mean, are you traveling stealth? Like, are you going like slowly and cautiously?
No.
Are you riding carefree? Are you
moderate?
Are you going fastly?
I would say we should go like a moderate pace.
Moderate pace?
I think we're not trying to be like super slow and stealthy. We gotta get there.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your d20 with advantage. Your survival with advantage.
Actually, we're kind of time crunched, right?
You could, so since it is your favorite terrain, I will let you roll a flat roll, so no advantage or disadvantage. You would get disadvantage for traveling quickly, but it would balance out.
Difficult terrain doesn't slow the travel though.
No, it's not difficult terrain. It's so you're traveling fast, which means that if you're traveling fast, that means your perception, your survival check on the travel is at disadvantage. But because it's your favorite terrain, you have advantage. So those cancel out. It's just a straight roll.
Okay. Well,
So if you travel fastly, that's your option, or you can travel normal, and that is where you would get advantage. So that's your choice. What do you want to do?
I would just say, like, I mean, we're gonna be on horseback, so like normal horse speed, right? Are we walking on horses, or are we?
No, I mean you're
Trotting?
traveling on horses, but you can travel at normal horse speed or fast horse speed. Like that's still an option.
What say you, friends? Normal horse speed or fast horse speed?
I think like medium, you know?
Medium.
A little bit quicker than normal, but
I'm on
not
board with
fast.
medium.
That's what I said. Moderate.
You know,
So
just
normal-
like slightly
I'm
spicy,
gonna,
but not ghost pepper spicy.
I'm gonna guess that is normal horse speed since it's, you know,
That is normal horse speed, yes.
yeah, not like walking, but like just a little bit of a.
No, I mean you're traveling at horse speed, not like people speed. So
Okay.
it is
so then
faster.
So advantage or no?
Yes, so we get advantage.
So it's a dirty 20.
Okay,
That's
with it.
survival, right?
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see if anything happens. All right. So the first half of your day goes pretty much without any pretty uneventfully actually. Towards midday though, you do see along the road with that dirty 20, you can see somebody coming towards you along the road. So you see some other travelers along the road.
All right.
They're probably
How-
just travelers, right?
Presumably. How far away are they?
They're at the edge of your vision, so they're like a couple minutes away.
Okay. Can
Yes, I just told the distance in time. Yes, I did.
That's very Texas of you. Can I like roll for perception to see if I can pick up like anything?
Sure.
specific
Yeah,
about
roll a
them?
perception to see if you can identify them as you guys. Are you stopped or do you continue traveling forward?
Traveling forward.
Okay.
Kind of like as we're like walking to see if I notice anything.
Yep.
This is perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it says my proficiency bonus is doubled for proficient souls when you make a intelligence or wisdom check. So that's already included in here, correct?
So your first proficiency bonus is added in, I believe. So you would have to add your proficiency bonus again on top of that. So let me see your sheet real
my
quick.
proficiency bonus is the one up top. Sorry, I feel like I never used this, and I just want to make sure I'm using it correct because I realize I've been using some of my skills not fully.
That happens. Yeah, let me take a peek here. Okay, yeah. So your proficiency bonus is 4. So what you would get is you would get the +7 +4, so it would be +11.
Okay. Oh, good. That will be a 15.
Oh, good. So as you get a little bit, it takes you a minute. You do have to get a little bit closer, but as you do, you can see that this is a traveling caravan. There's about 4 wagons. Each wagon has at least 2 dwarves driving them and at least 2 horses. The rearmost wagon has 4 horses pulling it along.
Okay.
Slightly larger.
notice anything about them? Is there like any symbols or sigils? Or-
Roll me a history check.
Is that would that be considered as well with this favored terrain?
Nope, just normal.
Okay. That is a 12.
Okay, with that. There is a symbol on the wagons. It's like right underneath the driver's seat, basically, like on the side of the wagons. It looks vaguely familiar, but you can't quite put your finger on
Oh, do I recognize it?
it. Roll a history check.
Bad. History is 19.
19. You do recognize it. These are wagons from the Kingdom of Icemead. That sigil is the sigil of Icemead.
Is this day?
This is day 3.
I'll relay that information to the group.
Oh. Ice meat. We had
Oh,
had we I can't remember. Have we met people in Ice Meat before?
You
in
have
this
not.
campaign?
You have not.
I thought we had met the Dwarven king and his wife.
That was last campaign.
yeah. Potentially later.
That was your previous campaign.
I know that it was as well, but I feel like we
Just
totally
flashing
did.
back to another life.
Yeah.
Wait, did you at the ball? Wait,
we
Might
met
have.
you met a lot of people at the ball.
Digging out my
Well-
notes.
Lofkermar for sure.
Let's see. Let me go back to my notes about the ball.
Been a while, but I'm pretty sure we had met. How far back was that? Do we remember what?
That was a while. That was before Hillgarden.
Before or after Solenway?
You had already met Solenway. That was after your because that was the whole reason why you were invited to the ball was because you managed to set up the diplomatic relations. Diplomatic immunity. Sorry.
This was like in November,
Mm-hmm.
Most recent November?
episode 34. I think 11/9/22.
I really need to go through my notes and type them up. If there are too many
Yeah.
pages. and-
So weirdly enough, I do not have. Oh yeah, yep. Here you go. Yes, Lofgrimar, King Lofgrimar, and Queen Hygeia.
Gold powder.
Yeah, the Gold Powder. Of Clan Gold Powder were at the ball. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Dude, great memory.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, it's literally a
Well, for you, my
footnote.
friend.
Well, and I think I probably only picked that up on that because of Ice Meat. I remember that one, the name. You can't forget that name, but because it's been now 2 campaigns where it's been part of that, so it's like here. Okay.
Right under that, I have the youths. Oh, good time.
Yeah, because youths are the messenger system.
Youths.
I have Jane is back in large letters. Jane is back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So we're
Actually-
going to like pass by all of this caravan.
Yeah, it does appear that you guys are crossing paths. They are headed south.
Okay.
The dwarves just kind of nod to you as they continue along. Do you say anything to them, or just let them go and continue on your way?
Let's call out to them. Why not?
Okay.
Afternoon or morning? Morning? Afternoon?
Hello?
I will say the appropriate time.
Sure. Hello?
Traveling from up north.
Yep. Indeed. Are you hailing from the south then?
From the city of Ariath. Yes.
Good. That's our destination.
Well, safe travels to you. We hopefully won't run into anything untoward. We dealt with some creature yesterday, so your path should be relatively clear.
Yes,
Insight-
this. Oh,
Insight
sorry.
check.
Yeah.
Inside check who's ever talking.
Yeah, sure. So the dwarves, you guys are getting close to the lead wagon is coming.
Insight is gonna be a dirty 20.
Okay. I mean, yeah, he's headed south to Ariath. What were you looking to gain insight on from?
Or just if there's any, like, I don't know, suspicious nature, or if he seemed like a little sort of standoffish about conversation, or, you know, are the vibes, normal?
I mean, he does seem very cautious, but I mean, travelers on a road. This is a fairly dangerous path. I mean, yeah, it's maintained pretty well just because a number of travelers back and forth. But like you can see, all of these dwarves are very armed. They're still decked in their armor.
Okay.
Like they're prepared for pretty much anything to go down because this is not like it's a road through the wild.
Okay.
They're not. Yeah, they're not pushovers. They're not going to just let the world happen to them without having something to say about it.
All right.
Any news from up north we should be concerned about?
What news are you looking for?
Any dangers? Any particular?
Just the normal sort. Looks first snow has already fallen, so it looks like we're gonna have a long winter this year.
All right.
Could bode poorly for our travel way up north.
Well, send our best to Lofgrimar.
He just nods. So the whole time, the caravan has not stopped, and they continue their movement. You guys pass them.
Can I use my channel divinity to detect his thoughts?
Sure. So it's the surface thoughts.
Yes. It's I can only get his surface thoughts, but oh, I guess it's a wisdom saving throw on his part.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm still unclear whether or not he knows if he fails, like if I tried to do it or not, because it does not necessarily say.
That is a 19.
19. That's the save.
Okay.
Okay. So
yeah. So you're trying to detect his thoughts, and you're met with the stereotypical stubborn dwarven resolve, keeping you out.
Yeah. Well, the shot.
Yeah, definitely worth a shot.
All right, the caravan passes you by. All right, go ahead and roll your next survival for the second half of the day.
Thank God for advantage. Another dirty 20.
So you travel for most of the rest of the day. As it gets to about dinner time, you come to a spot where the cliffside of the road looks a little bit ragged, and as if something had disturbed that area And as you guys kind of travel on top of that, very faintly you can feel, with your dirty 20, you feel some tremors in the ground.
Um. Um.
Oh wait, sorry. Are they like the tremors that we heard last, or we felt for the bullet?
These would be fainter at this moment. Yes, with the dirty 20, they were picked up a little bit earlier than you did necessarily the bullet. These are fainter, and you are seeing, especially like not on the forest side. There's not much, but on the cliff side, you're seeing a lot of broken up terrain, and kind of the further you travel, the more like it's almost like somebody tried to till the like sections of the cliffside, and there's these roll a perception check really quick for me.
Everybody?
Sure.
Do I get advantage because it's my favorite terrain?
Yes.
I think yes.
I ain't perceiving anything with a 6.
No, you're just enjoying your path.
Ignorance is bliss for Ayana
26.
today.
26.
26. Okay.
15.
All right. So with that, you are seeing sections where it almost seems as though something has come up from under the ground and then dived back underneath it. Not in the way that the bullet did, where it just breached and then dived into it. This is like you see like this huge burrow and then untouched dirt, untouched rock, and then another, burrow down. So it's like something leaped out and went down under.
Giant worm.
That's you're thinking some kind of big worm.
All right.
And you can feel the tremors in the earth.
Feels like a movie. Oh wait.
Is there any way that I can use my knowledge of stone work, which usually never comes up, to figure out if this is like recent or not that this came about? I guess it'd be technically
that would fall more under survival.
and technically my skill is used for history checks, so maybe not.
Yeah, I'd say this falls more under survival.
Well, I'll try to figure out anyways.
Okay, roll a survival check.
No, it's only like maybe a 10, 11.
Actually, so it does seem as though this is recent, but not within the last day. So it is a couple days.
Okay. And it's like big holes?
Yeah, these are pretty large furrows into the...
Like torso size, or like we could walk down it?
You and the horse could fit down it. Actually, like your party could probably go side by side, if not 3 abreast, on horse through the... Yes.
Do
Big old
I,
tunnels.
Yeah.
because this is my favorite terrain, would I recognize what this might be?
Roll a survival check. You do get your advantage.
Survival is going to be a 16.
So, yeah, so you would predict that this is a worm, and based on the size of the burrows, yeah, this is like in section where it's hard stone. You can see that this is almost like a 10-foot diameter. Burrow through the stone. And just based on this area and having lived in this area, you know that, or just, having been through this area, you know that purple worms especially are very common. Not like very common, but are a known creature that lives here and can come out. The dwarves in the mountains have dealt with them as well.
Okay.
But yeah, they come out on these, especially these cliffs, because these are, again, so the point at which you guys are, you're like 300 feet off the ocean. Like, that's how high you are. And this is like perfect, like, worm territory, basically. They have all of that space to play and do whatever they desire.
Blaze,
So,
any idea if these things are carnivorous?
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
They do enjoy swallowing everything.
Spells that can help with this.
okay.
So what are you guys doing?
Um, I guess continuing on, do we want to be more stealthy? Maybe, since I recognize this might be like worms. That would not be a good thing to encounter.
Yeah, that seems
Mhm.
smart.
Okay. Can we roll for stealth and I cast pass without a trace?
Sure.
Oh,
Is
yes.
there anything in particular you would like to do to be stealthy against this
Ooh, how about I'm gonna hop off my horse
Yeah.
one? Okay.
and lead it so that like it's not as heavy any one single step.
Less vibrations.
Yeah, well
Uh-huh.
then I'll try to make lead it gingerly
Are you guys staying on the road?
around.
Maybe like moving a little into the forest better for like closer to the line
Yeah, if
of
there's
the
like
tree, like
roots.
walking along the trees maybe versus
Okay.
on the road.
Maybe the
as
roots
much.
will help shield.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll stealth then, please. Everybody roll stealth. Oh, Slenway will help. Slenway will roll some stealth. Because she's also
I'm using my other channel divinity to give myself proficiency in stealth.
I got a 24 for stealth.
nice. Plus 10 with the pass without a trace. So 10.
This is just a straight roll for me, or do I get advantage because it's my favorite terrain?
What does your favorite terrain say?
It says while traveling per hour, difficult terrain doesn't slow your travel. Your group can't become lost except by magical means. You remain alert to danger. You can move stealthily at normal pace while alone. You find it says basically you can. I don't know. I mean, I was getting advantage on the survival check, but that's a wisdom related thing. So I guess probably not because I don't know. What is it? What do you think? Sorry. I feel like I haven't had to use this a whole hell of a lot.
Let me rephrase that. Give me a good argument for why you should get advantage because it's your favorite terrain.
Because I'm leading the group and I like
It's like her whole thing.
it's my whole thing. I would be more alert and be able to like watch out for things that might get in the way of our travel more stealthily as opposed to an area I'm unfamiliar with.
She knows to not step on branches.
It says difficult terrain doesn't slow the group's travel, but it
Right.
doesn't say necessarily to have advantage.
I will say you can have advantage on stealth, yes. Because you're in the forest line.
Well, just to put this in context where we stand, I rolled. Is it a +10 with Pass Without a Trace?
Yes.
Okay, so I rolled with modifiers a 16, but that was on a natural 1 on the dice.
Okay, that's good to know.
Do with that as you will.
So Selenway, before the Pass Without a Trace, got a 23. So after is a 33. So it has become one with the forest as you guys, you're just traveling and you're like, where the fuck's Selenway? Oh, wait.
We're
Is
gonna
that
get lost
Selenway?
because none of us are gonna be able to see each other.
That's a good question. That's interesting you mentioned that.
Where'd everybody else go?
I mean, I feel like we're being stealthy, but we like know where each other are, right? I don't think that's how it works. Okay, sorry. I just want to mark this off on my thing. Pass without trace. Did that mark it off? Okay, so I have a stealth of 36.
36. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I had proficiency in stealth, so that's part of it.
You guys travel and continue your travel. And as you go, there's a moment where the tremors start increasing. And just as abruptly as they started increasing, it starts decreasing. And you feel as though the worm may have been doing a round and come up past you guys. And you guys freeze. Kohler, being a dwarf, is and having increased now the number of feet on the ground, is walking forward, pulling his horse, and trips over the root. But thankfully, the rest of you are around to catch him before he splats onto the ground and makes more noise. And you all freeze, and then the tremors fade away. And the ground stops shaking, and you're able to continue onwards.
Okay.
So yeah, that completes day 3 of travel. You are 1 day's travel away from Fort Guard as you're going.
Okay.
I have to pace your traveling. I'm just marking off your travel on my handy dandy map. Some people have a handy dandy notebook. I have a handy dandy map. That's how that works. So who's taking? How are you guys going to divide up the watches? Because there is 3 watches, or you've been doing 3 watches. So how would you guys like to split them up? And I will say that since it's just the 3 of you, you can pick yourself and your partner, be they somebody here or somebody not here.
Okay.
I'll go like first or second.
There's 3 of us, so we probably should split it up, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go with the Limelight.
Okay. Taking first or second watch?
Second watch.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go. Oh, go ahead.
I can go first if you want.
Okay.
First with me, I guess Sleeve and I.
Okay. Sure.
Me and Selenway last. Who's left? No, Game.
No. Yeah, it's you and Gavin. All right. First watch. Roll survival. Or roll perception or survival. Would be the as you watch.
Straight roll. Where am I?
Just for the first watch. So,
straight roll.
yeah. Oh wait, no, you get with advantage because there's 2 of you.
Sorry.
And you get advantage anyways because it's your favorite trade, so.
Cool. You said so. This is perception.
Well. Yeah, it's perception.
So that will be
Or survival, whichever you want to use.
24.
With a 24, yeah, your night passes. Your part of the watch passes pretty uneventfully. Yeah. Nothing crazy happens.
Okay. All right, then I will go to sleep.
All right, second watch. Roll
And coach,
your.
just for flavor, just as I can, I'm gonna do the whole watch invisible
Okay.
because I can do that now.
Okay.
Sorry, what am I rolling? Perception.
Perception or survival. Slenway got a 21.
Not great.
Survival.
That's a 6.
6. Yeah, so you're like just very excited about being invisible.
Mm-hmm.
When Slenway pulls you over and you can just see a pack of wolves that have kind of taken interest in you guys and seem to be, just investigating a little bit and then trickling back into the woods.
Where they went.
And that's your watch. All right. Watch 3 with advantage. Survival or perception.
Okay. $22 on perception.
22. Awesome. All right. As you sit and watch, you actually see a huge storm brewing up out at sea. It seems to just be moving along the coastline out at sea. Are you trained in Arcana at all?
Where do I see that?
So under Arcana is the red dot filled in, or next to Arcana.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, please roll me a Arcana check.
11.
11. Okay. What you see is actually, you've heard rumors about these. They're out in the wild. But you've never actually experienced one. And what you see out there is this rainbow rainstorm. And you know this to be a magic storm. And different colors are falling from the sky, basically, little droplets. And as you watch this it's very beautiful, and lightning shoots through it, lighting it all up and causing diffractions of different patterns and lights and colors. This is a magic storm of prismatic spray. And these are very dangerous to get caught in. They are deadly storms. They can last for anywhere from a minute to years. And they occasionally blow across the world and just kind of leave a wake of destruction. Well, some of them leave a wake of destruction in their path. And, it just depends on the magic that got tied into that spell, or into that storm. In this case, it's prismatic spray, which, let me pull this up. Which prismatic spray is very dangerous. And as you watch the ocean underneath, you can see different fish being hit by different beams of light, and just some of them are freezing, some of them are being shocked by lightning, and very quickly you can see you imagine the wildlife is moving away from the storm and trying to get out of its path. because it is just destroying, anything living in its path.
Yikes. Okay. You said it's traveling like parallel to the shore?
Yep, it started out, you can see it in like the north, and it appears to be out at sea, traveling down the coastline. So not coming in necessarily yet, but
Okay, no eastwardly travel, if you will.
no eastwardly travel yet.
Okay.
And with that, it does dawn. As you all look out, you can actually see the storm. You all can see the storm.
Okay, well, as we ponder over the beautiful, disastrous thing, I will relay the information that I know of Magic Storm.
I'm glad we're not getting caught in that.
Right. Let's try to stay quite a ways away from the water if we can.
Travel a little bit inward.
Yeah.
So you guys, do you leave the road or do you stay on the road as you continue your travel?
Say maybe just continue to travel along the tree line. That way we have like the out if we need it.
Okay.
Hop on our horses and run into the trees.
Okay.
Seems.
Go ahead and roll the survival check for the first half of this day's travel.
21.
Nice.
21. You guys get to mid-morning, and you definitely hear like, very softly, like footsteps, and it's like bugging the crap out of you until you catch a glimpse of a direwolf in the forest, kind of stalking your party.
Well, I did see some of them hanging around last night. I'm afraid they may be getting the wrong idea about how vulnerable we are. Wouldn't want to have to fight them needlessly, but
Right.
I don't know. What are we thinking? How far away is it?
It's probably like 30, 40 feet. Just a little bit.
40 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Can I cast Guiding Bolt? Like, can I try to not hit it, but get like real close?
Roll attack. Roll an Arcana, actually.
Is it? You say it's a dire wolf?
Yep, it's a direwolf.
So like really big or
Very big wolf.
very
Bigger
big?
than the horse? Big?
It's like horse-sized.
Okay.
Great. I will roll my attack, and that's 13.
With a 13,
You try to miss it.
well, you miss anyways, so
But get close. Maybe it'll have the same effect.
yeah, so you do scorch a tree next to the direwolf.
Yep, exactly what I was aiming for.
We did take a long rest, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you did take a long rest. I would like you to roll an intimidation.
Everybody?
No, just Kohler for his spell.
$13 with my -1 intimidation.
13. The wolf kind of just stares at you. He's stopped moving, but he is now kind of glaring at your party. Are you guys still traveling forward, or are you...
Do we want to? I got something else I could try that's a little more resource intensive to try to get him out of here. But
I mean, do we want to like just keep moving and just see what happens? Like, how close is he to us?
He's like 40 feet.
Is he like snarling, or is he just like,
He's just, well, at this point, he's kind of glaring. He's not snarling. He's not making any sound. He's just been kind of, following the party, it seems like.
okay. Why are we attacking him at the moment, Should we just keep going and see what happens?
I mean, keep an eye on him, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, can I like hunter's mark him?
Sure.
I could try and scare some arrows in his direction if we need to, also at some point.
Yeah, I'll just hunter's mark him and see,
Let's keep an eye as well on not just focus solely on that guy, because there may be others creeping around,
Yeah,
trying to ambush us.
just so I can keep an eye out for him.
Yeah. But my point is, we'll specifically be wary of other directions for game purposes.
Right. I just think we should
Everybody looks in
continue
a
on.
different direction. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, and as you guys continue your travel, go ahead and give me that second survival.
That's gonna be a 10.
Okay. Pretty rapidly, you lose track of that wolf. Hunter's mark only lasts for an hour, and he kind of goes out of range after a bit anyways.
Okay.
And you guys seem to be traveling. I mean, you're joking around. The animals seem to be leaving you alone. Things seem to be going great. You settle down for the night. And can somebody just roll a d8?
Anybody?
Anybody.
Everybody?
No, just one. I just need one.
You want it, Ayana?
Oh god, here we go.
You go.
7!
Yeah.
Okay. With a 7. This. Okay, so that is with a 7, the storm has actually changed direction and is now heading in a northwest direction. So no longer moving south along the coast, but is now pulling kind of north, kind of pacing your group and just heading just a little bit more west. So out to sea. Yeah.
Great.
So that's suspicious.
I got 2 things to keep an eye on tonight.
And as you do that, you guys actually arrive at Fort Gart.
Arrival.
You have made it to the city of Fort Gart. And as you guys cross in, can you all just roll a perception check really quick?
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
nice job.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
2024.
Great job, everybody. I got a, what is math? 13.
Bad. Pretty good.
Not great. Helps when I have, favorite dream.
Yeah, so you guys can still kind of see the storm, but now like the fort is kind of in the way, and it's kind of gone off. So it's there, you know it's there, you just, Let me just write some notes really quick.
Yeah. Favorite train is pretty awesome. Just thinking to myself,
fuck.
why am I so tired? It's because I slept like 4 hours.
Oh no.
It's not good. I'm like keeping a log like this is freaking Oregon Trail.
Hey,
Remember when I won the Oregon Trail?
I did. And because you won, we all won. Even though the rest of us were dead.
You had dysentery.
We all fucking died. Didn't Kohler die first in like the second half?
I didn't die. I just almost died. I just got knocked the fuck out.
Oh, what a great time. Okay, Ford Guard.
It was a recurring trend for the first year or so of the only person who can heal people continuously going down in combat.
Oh no, I meant while we were playing Oregon Trail.
Oh, Oregon. Oh, yeah. Well, yes, I did also die real quick in Oregon Trail. So the Oregon Trail matched the Dungeons and Dragons, is what I'm saying.
I will say. Actually, all of you could roll a history check to see what you know about Fort Guard.
Is this like nighttime we're rolling in here?
Yeah, it's evening. Is the end of the day.
I got a 15.
I don't know shit about Fort Garden.
I got an 8.
Okay. So yeah, Blaze, you know kind of some basics about Fort Guard. You know there are 2 taverns. You know there's like a temple somewhere and some general supplies and stuff like that. But there are 2 taverns. One is upriver and one is more downriver. Kind of like on and almost on and actually it is on 9. So one sits overhanging, like one sits atop a section of river, and basically is a bridge and tavern, and the other one is literally just on an island with a bridge that leads to it.
What are they called?
So the one that is a bridge is called the Flagon and the Rat. And the one that is on an island is called the Cloven Cleaver.
Flagon and Raft?
And Rat.
Flagon and Rat, and then the other one is the island one?
Yep, the island one is the Cloven Cleaver.
Cloven Cleaver. Okay. So, is this like one of the first things that we see, or?
Nope, this is just what you know about the town.
Oh, I know about the town. Got it. Okay.
Yep. You
Yeah, I
roll
don't
into
know much.
town. So when you roll into town, it has a wall, but its wall is like a palisade wall. Like it's like wood logs sharpened to a point. There's an interior walkway thing. There are guards who kind of look you over as you come in, but don't stop you, as you don't seem to be, any kind of hooligan or vagabond that they don't want in.
Hmm.
And you're kind of left to your own devices for the most part.
Okay. So remind me where in Fjordgard we were supposed to be heading.
So you're supposed to be heading through Fjordgard to Northgard,
Northgard.
and then going from Northgard further north.
North. Okay. So what time of day is it?
It is evening time.
So do we think we should stop and rest?
I
Here?
mean, probably. There's no bridges over the river, right?
There are bridges. Like some lead to islands. Like different people have houses on islands, or there's like little sets of shops on islands. There's a tavern on an island. There's half a tavern on another island, and then there's like just a general main bridge that crosses
The whole river.
the whole river. Yeah.
I feel
I
like
mean, if it's nighttime and we're trying to make camp anyways, might as well stop here.
stop, get some food, have some beer, talk to the locals, See if they know anything
Well,
about
that-
this crazy storm.
Damon's up for that always.
Always. Okay. Would we like to? Well, I know of two. So we got like are we feeling like on a bridge or on an island? What are your vibes?
How afraid of vampires are we here?
I don't think we're afraid of vampires here.
Well, good. I will defer to the judgment of those who have been here before.
All right, let's go to the bridge. Flagon and Rat.
All right, you go to the Flagon and the Rat.
That's a fun name.
Yeah.
Let's say this.
Secure our horses outside really well.
That makes a lot of sense. So you guys head to a 2-story timber and brick building that is a bridge across the water. It has a red roof tile. Actually, so on the front of where you see the sign, it's actually a shield with 2 swords in the back, and on the shield is a tankard with a little rat sticking his head out, kind of peeking over the edge.
That's so cute.
Cute.
As you walk in, there's the innkeeper is this old halfling lady. Welcome to the Flagon and the Rat. I'm CC, your host. You must be travelers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are you needing lodgings?
For the night.
And something for the horses too.
Yes.
How many horses and how many rooms?
There's 6 of us. And 6 horses. Right?
Yes, so how many rooms would you like?
Do we want to bunk together?
3?
Guess
Yeah.
we could do.
That works.
Yeah.
We could do
Yeah.
We could do 3 rooms.
How many beds in each room? Are they double?
We could get you some doubles. It's not
Double
a
and a
problem.
Whatever. 3 rooms ought to be.
Well, we do have a suite. It does have 3 rooms with doubles in them. We'll give you the suite. It's unoccupied tonight.
Perfect.
That one. So the total will run you one. Will run you I can do math. Okay.
I relate to this.
See,
Also, I
it's
need to
a
buy a
major-
new webcam because this one just keeps disconnecting.
Me
Oh.
trying to do math the other day on stream. I was like,
That was
no.
entertaining. I just want to let you know I drew a whole tree, like a probability tree, of like exactly what everything adds up to, and I had all the answers for every outcome. Just so you know.
Oh, that's great. Thank you for that.
No problem. It was fun. I did that in the time you couldn't do math. It was great.
As the sassiest
Listen, sometimes I get bored.
movie story.
You were not the only one who was like, I already knew the answer, and I was like, really
Well,
great.
I wasn't going to
Wonderful.
tell you that I already knew the answer. I was going to be mean about it.
Yeah.
I just happened to make a tree because I like writing things down. I like doing everything.
All right, do your math.
Yeah, it's 1 gold.
1 gold.
That'll run you a gold for the night. Plus food.
So how much total?
That's 1 gold total for the night, plus food. What do you want to eat? You got a whole menu. Go sit in the common room and in the Suze will be around.
Okay. Well, that's a steal, guys.
Mm.
So-
does
Can't
it
do math with that.
does it look like there's a lot of other patrons?
there's a fair amount of people in here. It's a good mix. A lot of races are represented. From your history check, you would know that Fordgard is the northernmost non-dwarven, like non-part of Ice Meat.
Is it like independent?
Yes. Although there has been some conversation between Ariath and Fordgart for Fordgart. If it wasn't a 5-day journey or 4-day journey between the two, Ariath would probably lay claim to Fordgart already, but there is talks for Fordgart to come underneath Ariath's protection.
Oh, wow. I guess because it's like a direct path there, but...
Yeah.
Geez, okay.
It's... it's a major hub for area. Like, it's part of securing the roadways. And diplomatically, it puts them closer to Ice Meat. And, they're already close to Averell and Moonvale. And so, geopolitically, it would just make a lot of sense. Plus, then it allows Fordgart to build up a little bit and become a little bit, more...
Is Enon part of Ariath as well?
Enon is part of Moonvale.
We've not been to Averell yet, have we?
No. Averell is independent.
We haven't been to, like, anything below Moonvale, really.
Yeah.
And
Bear Hearth. Sounds like fun.
Where's that?
Let's just ditch this mission and go to Bear Hearth.
That's way far away. Bear.
I know we've just traveled 4 days in the opposite direction, but...
There's also, like, what looks like a ziggurat over here.
Yeah. I'm sure that's nothing ominous.
Yeah, no way.
Probably fine.
Probably fine. Okay, so, yeah, let's go sit down, grab some food, grab some beverages. Well deserved after 5 days of travel. And can we just, like, listen to what people around us are discussing?
Yeah, so...
talking about the storm at all, or...
Sure, yeah. So you sit down, and, there is some talk of the storm. And, it's fine. Like, most people aren't worried as long as it keeps moving away and doesn't start moving towards, So that part is nice. Sorry. That's weird. Okay, thanks for that. Stupid fucking thing. Sorry. What was I talking? So there's some chatter. Roll a perception check. And as you do that, a much younger halfling female comes over. She's got strawberry blonde hair. She basically is Rosie from Lord of the Rings,
Oh.
Yeah, Rosie. She comes over. Oh, what'll y'all be having? Travelers, you're new. Here, have so we've got walnut bread and curd cheese. We've got roasted sausage and artichoke. And there's smoked hare with some oat biscuits.
Sausage and artichoke for me.
All right.
I'll take some of that and some of the cheese and bread as well.
All right.
You wouldn't mind?
Do you want to do the cheese and bread for the table? Yeah, because they totally did this. You want to do the cheese and bread for the table?
Yeah.
All right. We'll do that. And then
Some of us have a bigger appetite than others, so maybe enough for us big hungry people.
okay, yeah, sounds good. We'll get it all. What'll you be having?
I'm gonna do the sausage also because I'll just end up with entree envy at that point.
Yeah,
Nobody can survive
artichoke.
that.
yeah.
Fair enough. All right, let's put everything together. I'll be out shortly. What'll you be having to drink? We've got ale,
Any
cider.
specialties?
We do make a good, I do say bitter.
Bitter,
Why not?
like a bitter
Let's try. it.
spirit.
No, bitter is a drink. It's if I remember correctly how this is correct, I believe it is half cider, half beer.
Ooh,
Snake bite.
Oh, sign me right up for that.
that sounds pretty great.
Can confirm those are good, but they all have different names. But yeah, one of those.
It's gonna sound so, I don't know, maybe gross, but I am now flashing back to when I spent a whole summer in college drinking. I was taking all summer classes and spent the whole summer drinking half Miller Lite, half Arnold Palmer.
Whoa.
It was
Oh,
pretty good.
apparently it's a
It was kind of.
it's kind of a pale ale. It's a bitter. It's a cask conditioned draught ale. I'm getting it mixed up with something else, which
A
is
snake
like
bite is pretty common.
no, I'm getting there's like a British drink, and I thought this was what it was called. It's British. It's like a flat cider. Come on.
Snake Bite's like lemon, isn't it?
It's a lager and alcoholic cider.
Ooh.
I'm thinking Scrumpy.
Never heard of that.
My apologies. I was thinking Scrumpy. But they have bitter, which is cask conditioned draught ale, which is similar to the pale ales of today.
Sure. We'll have whatever your house
Why not?
made ale is. Sounds great.
Excellent. We'll get that all out to you. Your total will come out to, including people who aren't there, 7 silver.
Okay, I'll pay.
Well, thank you.
Excellent.
Should
Thank-
who do we pay the lady for the?
It'll just be charged onto your rooms, and then you'll pay in the morning. Just
What's
letting you know
that?
how much the cost is.
So 1 gold and 7 silver so far.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I'll just keep track.
What's tipping culture like in area?
Much like Europe and the rest of the world, wait staff, bartenders are paid a living wage
Nice.
and do not require tips to survive. They do like tips, but they do not require them.
Slow clap for everywhere else but America.
Yeah.
Hooray, rest of the world. It's like the fucking Ryder Cup here.
Bullshit. Anyways, okay, so let's fucking get full, guys.
Yeah, so you guys have food. Yeah, there's some chatter about the storm. Not too many people are worried because it does seem to generally be moving away.
My perception was a 15, by the way.
15?
Yeah.
Oh, mine was 22.
22, okay. There is... You hear 3 rumors, actually. The first one you all hear... oh, what did you get, by the way, Ayana?
11.
Oh, okay. The first one you all hear is that there is a band of orc mercenaries in town who are looking for work, and it seems like they're gonna sign on with a dwarven caravan to protect the dwarven caravan headed south.
Ooh.
Or with they're currently there's not a dwarven caravan quite yet, but they were told by the dwarven caravan that just passed through that the next one would be interested in hiring them. there's also a caravan returning to Ariath who has put in a bid to hire them immediately. So
What?
there's a caravan from Ariath headed back and has put in a bid to buy them immediately, or to hire them immediately.
Okay.
There is some local local gossip that Nihilus Emberhorde, one of the members of the council of the city, is actually retiring due to an incurable illness, not due to his age.
Fjordgard?
Oh, Fjordgard, yep.
Okay.
And finally, and this one is whispered only a handful of times, and it's talked about very hushed, very, very hushed. There's rumors of an ooze-like demon from the north.
Ooze like demon?
Ooze-like demon.
That sounds fun.
We don't love that. Okay.
Council member.
Is council member Fjordgard?
Yep.
Or Northgard? Fjordgard. Okay, so I would like to focus on the ooze situation. That's not great, but the illness unrelated to age sounds. I wonder if that has anything to do with shit that's going on back in area. All of our friends.
I wonder what his symptoms would be, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder. Okay.
Anything we want to act on. I mean, they all seem like things that would be worth our time to explore, but we are under a time crunch for, the entire town of Ariath.
Right. So we have to go pick up the supplies to cure our friends.
We need the ice dragonish.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, we could talk to this council member and see if, I guess if there's any chance it's similar to the illness that we're experiencing, it would be good information to have.
Right.
If it's coming from the same group, it would be good to know that they're interested in this area. And
Yeah.
also, we are in theory coming back with a cure.
Yeah. I wonder if in the morning we could talk to the owner of the inn, the tavern, and see if they knew, or if it would, how best way to get in contact with this person to see if
What was her name again?
It is Nihilus Emberhorde.
Spelled like it sounds.
Yep. Nilas Emberhorde. Like Ember.
Oh, Nilas.
Nilas. Yes, Nihilus.
That's not what I wrote.
Yeah, I wrote Nihilis, like nihilist.
NYL.
Oh, that's a different Nihilus. That's it is what the name is based on, but that is not.
Okay. What'd you write?
NYLIS.
Yeah. So nihilist. Okay. Emberhorde. All right. So maybe when we wake up in the morning before we head, I suppose, further north,
Why not?
see if we can't speak to this man or
Mhm.
someone, get some info.
Let's
Would-
do it.
As people from Ariath, I think that they might be able to understand why we have an interest in this. And maybe they would be more open to.
Yep, agreed.
sharing with us what's going on, especially if we relay that there's been some mysterious illness, I guess, in where that
Yeah.
we've encountered, and we know some people that are being affected by it.
Yep. I think it's worth our time. Yeah.
All right. So, rest, or do we want to keep drinking, or
Yeah, what do you want to do?
A little bit, but then yeah, I'll go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my amulet to cast alarm on my door as well, as always.
Okay. Is there any particular way you want to arrange the sleeping situation, or it doesn't really matter?
I don't know. I'll bunk with Solon Way.
Okay, sure.
I go with Gammon.
I'll go with sleeve.
Cool. All right.
All right.
You're on day 5. No.
Have a bit of breakfast.
I need you all to roll Constitution saving throw,
I said, fuck your breakfast.
and then you can have breakfast.
Constitution save.
Great.
16. Ooh,
Nice.
twinsies.
Okay.
Saving throw is 16. Ah, hey.
Oh, that should be some sort of,
So
extra
it gets
earth,
even.
wind, fire with our rings combined.
It gets even better.
Solon Way.
Selena would roll a 16 plus 6.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
Well,
Because her modifier goes on top.
That's a nice modifier.
And then sleeve, yep, is fine. And game, it's fine. Okay. It's great.
Why are we con saving?
Because I asked you to. As you wake up, breakfast. It is breakfast time.
It's fair. They poison us with their bitter drink.
No, you
okay.
you actually feel great. You all feel very refreshed. It was nice to sleep in beds for a change after you've been on the road for a few days. So that was a nice change of pace. Breakfast is a pretty, average affair. Gruel, oatmeal, bacon, fruits and nuts, basic stuff.
sounds pretty good.
Morning ale. Just kidding.
I mean, you're allowed a morning ale if you want it.
Just kidding.
Cider
mixed with juice.
So you go. You guys wanted to talk to the innkeeper.
Yeah. We wanted to inquire whether or not we could find a way to speak with Nihilus, the council member.
Well, you can always try. He hasn't really been taking visitors lately. He's been kind of getting his affairs in order so he can retire from the council.
Got it.
He is almost 90 years old, after all.
Yeah. I know we're not from here,
Mhm.
but we are from Ariath, and I was just curious if you might know any information about this illness that he has. I overheard someone discussing it last night.
Roll a persuasion check.
Come on. got a hot 8.
Okay. Because, yeah, that's what the rumors are. He's got an illness. Quite unfortunate. Well, if he's anywhere, he's probably at his office at the town hall.
All right. Okay.
Oh, will you be staying another night, or are you all done?
Maybe we check out and come back if we need to.
I think that's a good plan.
Why don't we just hold the spot?
Well, if you want to hold the spot for the night,
It's 1 gold. I mean,
well, you did have dinner as well. That was additional.
oh yeah, right. I meant like it's like 1 single gold piece to just have it for a second night, and even if we don't use it.
Yeah, let's settle up at 2 gold if you want me to hold the room. Hold the suite for it.
2 gold, sure.
Yep. All right. Thank you.
So
Extra 2 gold.
is that 2 gold added on to the 1 gold already?
No, that's 2 gold total.
2 gold total. Okay,
Yep.
sorry.
So that's 2 gold for the food, the holding of the room, and your stay last night.
Total, everything. So, okay. I was thinking it was like 2 gold plus 7 silver, but it's just 2 gold total.
Yep.
Got it. Okay, yeah, that sounds great. That's practically free. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Listen, not everybody in this world has a ton of gold.
No, I know.
Golden gold.
Well, it's only because we got like a whole shit ton last time.
Yeah.
So, I
How
mean,
much do we have collectively? Like 50,000?
we have a lot. I don't know. We should add up. Plus, we have like platinum and electrum. There's a lot.
Yep.
We are a little bit wealthier than most, I think. Okay, so let's go talk to this guy, Nihilus,
All right.
at the town hall. Is that what they said?
Yep. So you guys head to the town hall. Pretty easy to find. It's the biggest building. I'd like you to. What would that be? I'll say that you can find his office pretty easily. The door is closed, and there is a guard in front of the door. Who just kind of is like, he's just looking at you with his like spear across the door.
Are we on the Council of Ariath?
No.
Not on the council, but they know the guild. We're pretty high up members now.
Okay, we're just not on the council.
Hello, sir. We're here to see the council member.
Do you have an appointment?
No, but not per se, but
All visits with the council member are done by appointment at this time.
All right.
well, we are members of the Guild of Ariath, the Adventurers Guild, and we've been tasked with coming to this area for various important Ariath business. Wow, this is bad.
Roll a persuasion at disadvantage.
Yeah, we think he may, be interested in hoping we can meet with him on our brief time in town. Well, okay. Persuasion with disadvantage. Is -1.
Okay.
So that's I rolled a dirty 1.
Dirty 1.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Let's see. And he goes, be that as it may, Councilmember Emberhorde is retiring, so he does not really desire to start new business with Area.
Well, sorry, I don't mean to interject, but it's not. I wouldn't consider it new business as much as a we heard that he was aging and retiring and potentially sick, if I can be frank. And I don't know much about what kind of illness you have here in this area, but I know that we have illness in Ariath, and we are just curious if it might be something similar to what's going on. We were tasked to come north and research what's going on.
Roll persuasion. I will allow you to be unaffected by the previous entreaty.
14.
14. Says, wait here. He opens the door, goes in, closes it firmly behind him. And you guys wait. Wait a little bit more. Then you wait a little bit more. And you, just as you're like ready to just be impatient and start barging in, he comes back out, opens the door, and says, the council member, we'll see you. And he gestures you in.
Thank you very much, sir.
The room you're led into is a very modestly decorated room. There's a couple of fish skeletons decorating the shelves in the room. And seated at the most grand thing, really, is this desk. And sitting behind this desk is a aging gold dragon's blood, who his gold scales are now kind of tinted gray, and their shine and luster is kind of faded. And he looks up and he says, "Take a seat."
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Well, I think you have me at a disadvantage. I am Nihilus Emberlord, and who might you?
My name is Blaze.
Kaz,
Greetings. My name is Ayana.
assuming our
Yeah,
friend
everybody chooses Slenway goes, I'm Slenway. Hello. Yes. So, what brings you to Fort Cart? It can't, is this another attempt at a treaty? I'm afraid if, the right person does not replace me, Ariath will not be getting their treaty.
No, nothing so diplomatic. However, we are members of the Adventuring Guild in Ariath. And we were tasked to come north in search of cure for an illness. We don't know much about it, but we had heard that you might be ill yourself, and out of respect for the relationship we have in Ariath and Fjordgart together, we thought we would speak with you to see if there was anything that you might be open to telling us about what's going on here, if there's anything that we might be able to help you with. If it sounds like something we're familiar with.
Roll a persuasion check, because as he looks over you, and he does note that none of you are healers, so he's...
Well, okay, actually, hold on.
Listen, you're a book guy, you're not a healer guy, okay?
I got healing.
You have healing,
A little
that
bit.
doesn't make you a healer.
What was I rolling? Persuasion?
Persuasion, yep.
I'll paint a big blue cross in my chest and be the Blue Cross of area.
23.
23. Okay, with that he says, well, I figured it would be a matter of time before my ailment got out. It's nothing so mystical. It's the dragon blood fever. Ironically named, I think. He gestures at himself. In my youth, I was a bit of an adventurer and had an encounter with a dragon. Um, in spite of being dragon blood myself, I unfortunately ingested and had other situations in which a large quantity of dragon blood found itself in me. Most of the time, this can be fine. Unfortunately, this dragon also happened to have this illness, and in dragons, of course, what is half a century? What is even a century? And so it took a while before symptoms began appearing, but eventually they did manifest themselves, and as it turns out, I have this.
I see.
Do I know anything about dragon blood fever? My
Roll.
extensive medical knowledge that I have.
Roll either a history or a medicine check, actually, and tell me which one you're rolling, because then it
I'm gonna roll a medicine.
What kind
Okay.
of dragon did you say that he is? Like dragon blood?
He is a
Dragonborn?
gold dragon blood.
What kind of are they?
So they are a dragon blood. But they have gold skins.
Like a dragonborn? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying dragon blood because
Is
dragonborn
that-
do not exist in this world anymore
Oh,
because we're playing not 5e, like 5e adjacent. Dragonborn are owned by wizards. They are copyrighted by wizards.
Copyright.
So we have dragon blood.
I see.
They are not dragonborn.
May be very similar.
Yeah. They might be oddly similar. Have strange likenesses. They are different.
Like corporate wants you to find the difference between.
Yeah, exactly. Corporate wants you to find the difference between these two pictures.
I see.
I got a 22 medicine check.
Okay. You actually have read about the dragon blood fever. It is super rare outside of actual dragons. It takes a significant, like you have to go drinking raw dragon blood in considerable quantities usually to get it. That's the normal way. Or there is a cult. You read about a cult that actually got it because they wanted to turn themselves into dragons or dragon blood and gain the powers because they worshipped a dragon by literally giving themselves essentially blood transfusions from a dragon that had been dying. And as a result, the blood was definitely unsafe. And yeah, was not great.
Does that like make me suspicious of this guy? The whole cult bit I read about.
I mean, roll an insight check.
Am I rolling badly today? It's a 12.
12.
On a 4 on the die.
He's hard to read, but his story does seem to line up. Like it does, based on what you know, it does seem a possibility for that to be a method of transmission. A sucky one, to be sure, but it does seem feasible.
I've
That's-
read extensively about this. Yes, there was I remember reading a book about a cult that this disease was rampant in because they consumed large quantities of dragon blood. Does he like seem like he's familiar with the cult when I mention it?
Actually, strangely, yes. He's like, yes, that has happened, unfortunately, several times. Uh, people see magic and they become somewhat obsessed and try to then procure that magic for themselves. And it doesn't always go good.
Do you know of any curative agents?
The dragon blood fever has no cure, unfortunately. Once you catch it, that's pretty much it.
Is
Um,
it like oh God, what's the word?
Curse, is it?
What was
Hmm?
that?
Not a curse, is it?
no, no. At least it's not as far as I'm aware. A curse would have the potential for being lifted. This is a little more organic.
God, what's the word I'm looking for? Like when you get diagnosed with something and it's like there's no cure, so the
Terminal?
prognosis terminal. Is it? Yeah, is it terminal?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I am working with the Temple of the Lady of the Moon to extend my life as much as possible, but we'll see how much time. I'm already old as it is, very old. At the end of how long I would expect to live. Actually, as a youth, I never expected to live this long, so this is quite impressive. And yeah, so here I am at the end, and um, you know, it's not a bad thing to live in a good life and then gotten sick. I might die of old age before the plague takes before the fever takes its toll on me. So may have lucked out.
Well, we're very sorry to hear that. All the same.
I appreciate that. But as I said, I've lived a good life, so
Right.
not too.
Well,
Is there
Well,
anything else I
meantime-
can help you with?
Well, we are always happy to help. And like we said, we are passing through on missions Mariath, but if there's anything else we could do for you or for the town while we're in the vicinity or while we're traveling up north,
yes.
please let us know.
Well, I wouldn't say no to a visit on your way back. I do enjoy tales of adventures. Not very many come this far, so
Well,
we've had a couple groups from the guild come and then head out east from here, but you have ventured further north. So it'll be very interesting hearing what's.
well, on the mad search for curative agents, if you will.
What exactly are you looking for?
Ice dragon
Ice dragon. Ice.
in the far
Ice-
north ice reaches. Yeah.
Yeah, ice fire tears.
Hold on, I got to get a peek. What's your all's passive insight?
13.
13, okay.
Time to shine. Big 18 on passive insight.
Okay.
Wait, what's passive insight and where do I see it?
So
So the-
underneath the saving throws.
First
Oh,
page.
We hardly use our passive stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I usually have it written down, but you've since
is
leveled
10.
up twice since I've written it all down. So
10.
there's 10. Okay.
Anybody
Yeah.
else got good passive insight?
Wait, 18 is the highest.
Yeah, the 18 is very good actually. Um,
My perception is like so much better.
you.
Yeah, nobody else is in the group is that high. Looks
So,
like
Casimir, you notice that he looks confused when you say ice dragons. Um, like he's trying to puzzle something together. Something's not quite adding up for him. And then he says, "Well, that does seem interesting. Good luck on your quest."
Are you familiar with ice dragons?
Roll a persuasion check. Let's see if you can.
I have to.
Yes. Yes, you do.
6.
6. Okay. He looks at you strangely and he says, You are searching for a creature that doesn't exist.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, there's no such thing as an ice dragon. They don't exist.
We've been told it's not a true dragon. This creature.
Well, I mean, that would explain a lot. That's a good start. Yeah, so definitely not a dragon. I would know. I did many dragons. Ice dragon. I've never heard this term ice dragon.
Does he seem
Have
like
you
he's telling the
heard-
truth?
Yeah.
Roll an insight. I want you to roll that insight.
I'm rolling one too.
Please.
Ooh,
Yeah,
no.
all of you can roll.
Oh, great. I got a 6.
Natural 20!
Hey!
Natural 20.
There you go.
Nice.
I'm a 24.
24, nice. Okay. He actually seems very sincere and honest and straightforward about this. Ice dragons do not exist. He's never heard this term before, and he does not understand why. He's kind of confused why you would even be sent to search for something that doesn't exist in the first place.
Well, we have
And that's his.
very knowledgeable friends of ours that have told us that these blood of these ice dragons is the key to a cure for an illness that's soon to be taking root in Ariath.
If you don't mind me asking, which illness?
I'll tell them.
Samir stasis?
It's yeah,
Samir
cure
sta-
for a poison.
Yeah. Rendered some of our friends completely unresponsive without.
He looks at you all strangely. I need you to roll a persuasion check, please. Then you can do it as a group,
Okay.
as you're all helping, or you can provide advantage.
I got a 24
Okay.
straight up.
Okay,
I got 19.
Okay.
mine's gonna be bad, so I don't know.
It's up to you.
I guess I'll. I mean, can I give somebody advantage at this point, or
Um,
roll?
since everybody else rolled straight, I'd say roll straight. 'Cause this is kind of a speech challenge. So let's see how much he.
Well,
Really
it's my
bigger.
worst skill, and I also keep rolling very badly. So
Okay, what'd you
Thanks,
get?
Joe.
that is a 2. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
After my
Okay.
for persuasion.
He looks at you guys and says,
Nobody likes to talk to me. I don't know what it is.
Samir's stasis is a very dangerous poison, disease. It's Here, come with me. Because it's, since you've been sent up north to find this, I might as well help you find what you're... Remember to tell them in Ariath that we do help and we keep up our end. To perhaps
Of
be a little
course,
kinder
yeah.
in negotiations as a result. We are not the country bumpkins. And he leads you, he takes out his cane. As he walks out, the guard falls into step beside him. And you guys make your way to the Temple of the Lady of the Moon.
Mm.
Inside, he just do this. As he's walking and leads you there, um, he explains, I have not been to the north personally myself, but there have been, at least not recently, I've been to the north, so I have seen it, but adventures out there are varied, but there are others who've spent more time there. And he takes you to the a priest, an old elf who's got a mask over the left half of their face, and the eyeball on that side is just pure white. The other one is there, and they look at you. They say, Nihilus, it's a bit soon for treatment, and you've brought friends. Have you decided to no longer keep your illness secret? He says, no, old friend. They've come seeking, of all things, a ice dragon for the cure of Silas stasis. And
Samir's.
Oh, Samir's stasis. Samir's stasis.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't know where I got Silas from.
Nobody knows.
Came into my head, and the old elf looks at you all. Says, well, you've come to the right place, I suppose. It might be the only creature alive today who knows how to cure it. Well, I don't know what this ice dragon is you're looking for, but it certainly doesn't exist. What you seek is the spirits of ice from the ice plains.
Ice glades?
Ice plains. You seek the spirits of the ice.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Sounds somehow more ominous. Can I ask, first of all, what is your name? And second of all, how do you come to know this much about the poison?
Great question.
He looks at you strangely. He says, well, and he looks to Nihilus, who nods his head. Well, I was one of the creators of severe stasis.
Oh. Mic drop. Okay.
It was an accident. We were actually trying to cure. We were trying to cure the dragon blood.
Well, what are the odds that this is the turnout? Holy shit!
I'm going to blow
My
past
intuition! My intuition was right. Okay, sorry.
This is a long tale, and Nihilus and I are both part of it. When we were young, well, when I was young, there was a dragon who lived just off the coast on one of the islands. Beautiful silver dragon. And at one point, in order to defend the coast and the cities of Northgard and Fortgard, after the fall of Icemeat, mind you, the dwarves weren't there to defend us. There was an attack by a white dragon. And in order to defend us, the silver fought him off. Defeated this dragon. Well, time passed, and it turned out that as a result of this battle, this dragon had caught the dragon blood fever. At the time, Fortgard was known for its apothecary and our alchemic skills therein, and so I and two of my compatriots began trying to create a cure. Unfortunately, we ended up creating Samir's stasis, which is named for one of my companions who was infected by it, and he died before we were able to undo our own actions. Ironically, with the help of the Silver Dragon, we were able to figure out the cure for Samir's stasis. However, despite our attempts, we were still unable to get any further at curing the dragon blood fever. Eventually, usually it takes centuries in dragons, but eventually it drove the silver mad, and he had planned for this eventuality and had trained and set up members of the town to be able to defeat him should that day arise. And that day arose about 80 years ago. And there was a very bloody fight. Should have gone a little cleaner, but the madness had set in and took over quite suddenly. As a result, Nihilus was infected.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Well, it happens. Such is the way sometimes. But, anyways, back to the Samir's stasis. Yeah. What you're looking for is the ice spirits. They're not dragons. They are, and he goes over to one of his shelves and pulls down this jar. And inside this jar is it looks like a rock made of ice. It looks like a pet rock made of ice that has just been cracked. And he says, this is, well, not cracked. You don't want them, if they're cracked, they're dead. but this is essentially what you're looking for. They're able to pull the snow and moisture in the air around them to give themselves a bigger form. They're able to form even more ice around them. This is their base form once all that falls away. But they can become many creatures, or take the shape of many creatures by just pulling ice to them, and they build it over years and years and years to create a form.
And do they live up north as well? Or you mentioned something about an ice plane?
Yes, so the ice plains are north of Northgard. That's that area. I did not spend too much time up there. Thankfully, most of the work was done by the silver dragon. You don't need to kill them. You just need their essence, which is a bit untangible now that I think about it, but it can be contained in glass vials.
Mm-hmm.
So
similar to blood.
Similar to blood, yes. They seem to have a duct within them that allows them to release that essence at need. Kind of like a snake would release venom, or a person would release tears.
Mm. Can imagine they're super receptive to that.
The one that aided us had no issue.
Are they
Once
intelligent?
I mean, many are. Some are wild and feral, and some are not. I would put them akin to dragons in a way.
Hence maybe the confusion.
Quite possibly, I suppose. Ice dragon is a very weird thing.
That's what we were told. You are a much better resource, I guess, than
The one we spoke to looked like a great bear.
Hmm. Well, hypothetically, how much of this essence is required to create the cure?
It depends on about how much you need. For the cure, only a drop. It's essentially a distillation, mixed with a couple other ingredients that increase the volume, and it goes through some technical specs. And basically, for every drop of essence, you gain one drop of cure. So it is essentially a vial to vial exchange.
And is a drop enough to cure a person, or
A drop is enough to cure each stage of the disease per person. So a whole person would not need a whole vial. Someone in a coma would need perhaps just a thimble. Of course, the longer they are sick, the more it will take for the cure.
what is our expectation of them healing? Like what's the process, the time frame for it being effective?
Typically, those in a coma, to preface this, we had 2, 3 test subjects, and 2 of them are dead. So um, we did not have much testing and actual, you know, investigation of the disease and research on the disease itself. But essentially, it takes about, to become fully cured, it takes about a quarter of the time the person was ill. And, but usually they come out of a coma within a few days.
Mm.
And how long is the technical process of turning the essence into, you know?
Well, that would depend on the volume. How much are you looking to create?
Here's our challenge. We may need a very, very, very large quantity.
Let's just say there's a lot of particles of air and a lot of Samir's stasis.
Potentially in the hundreds of doses.
There was an airborne spread. Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent.
Including, unfortunately, us.
Well, how long have you been exposed?
How long have we
4
been
days now?
exposed?
5 days?
6?
It's been about 5-6 days, yeah.
6? Probably 6 days.
Well, you seem okay. If you haven't gone on to the first stage, have any left? Any begins rummaging around. Essentially, for every vial, standard vial size of cure you're going to make, it will take, depending on the aptitude, the number of people working on this, I suppose it could take anywhere from hours to days to provide the amount of cure you're looking to create.
Mm.
It's like, he turns to Nihilus. How soon can you tie up your affairs, my friend? I think there might be one last adventure in it for us. I'd like you to roll, as a group, roll a persuasion check, please. Group
Oh,
persuasion.
natural 20 again.
Okay, it's a good start.
Lethal weapon thing. One last.
Persuasion?
God damn it.
Persuasion.
This is a 12 for me.
12, okay.
I've not rolled a single persuasion on the dice. Roll over 10.
Yeah, that was not my best roll.
So I'm a 6.
Okay. You just needed to not get a natural 1, honestly. Casper, based on the other 2 rolls. Nihilus.
Somehow that was still a very real possibility.
Yes. Nihilus looks at Avando. That's their name. Avando. I forgot to. Avando. Nihilus looks at Avando and goes, we could leave in 2 days. The vote is tomorrow. I just have to make sure my successor gets all of their information. Actually, I wouldn't mind a nice retirement in Ariath. I do believe I have some leftovers from my adventuring days. We might be able to purchase a nice homestead. Are you willing to give up your post here? And Vando turns to him and says, well, much as you've been working on retirement, so have I. I've lived almost 900 years, my friend. It's time for retirement. I've been around since the cataclysm. I've seen plenty. And Harriet seems like a nice place.
Well, if you do this thing to help us, I can all but guarantee that Arath will reward you very, very generously and be eternally grateful.
I mean, that's a good start. Well, there's some last things we've got to get in order, and some things you all must get in order. It appears I don't have any cure left with me. So, unfortunately, I am unable to help you all. Hopefully you continue to be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
My recommendation for you is to bring a couple barrels. That would probably help with the volume you're looking to get.
Is there somewhere in town that we might be able to find some barrels? We have horses and
We have
As a
the
matter
bag
of
colding,
fact-
too.
we also have the bag folding.
Can we fit the barrels in our bag of colding?
So, the best place would actually be in Northgard. They have a quite skilled cooper and wagon master there. So you can get not only some barrels, but also you can get a very solid wagon that should help you in the north.
Would be no point in dragging them any farther north than we need to as well. You know, buying them here and all that.
Fair. Closer to the destination. Okay.
I mean, I would bring the. I don't know. It's up. I mean, it is up to you. You could either bring Ice Spirit down here, which would require you to convince an Ice Spirit to leave the north and come where it is a little more dangerous for them. They are quite shy. When I saw them, I was approximately a day's journey north of Northgard. That's where we were close to Argonaut Point, but a day's journey outside Argonaut Point.
Mm-hmm.
It's where, well, now it would be a day's journey from where Argonaut Point is. Back then, Argonaut Point didn't exist. But yeah, that's
Yeah, I think that sounds like a fine plan. Buying barrels and a wagon in Northgard and then carting it north.
well. I can at least make this transaction go a little more smoothly. And he fetches his pen and parchment, and he writes out a whole note, and he hands it to you. And he says, "Give this," and he like seals it. Give this to the stable master, the wagon master
In Northgard?
in Northgard. Yes, it should at least. He won't give it to you for free. I know that's not happening, but he will at least, hopefully, provide you a good.
We love a group discount.
Yes. If he asks you are on my business, do not say you are on Ariath's business.
Wonderful.
Charge you extra.
Great.
Say less.
But, anyways, good luck to you. We'll meet you all in Ariath.
Well, thank you very much for your help. I guess one last question is: any idea? Can one ice spirit give us the amount we would need of this essence, or would we have to find multiple?
It depends on the age of the ice spirit. An old, ancient ice spirit would be able to give you probably all you need. But a younger, I would say, make sure they're at least an adult. You might only need a couple. If they're younger than adults, then, well, you'll need many.
Is there anything that they value or that they are in need of that we may be able to bring to?
That I'm unsure. The silver dragon.
Okay. Now, you said you're going to meet us in Ariath, and how soon can we expect you there?
Well, we plan to set off 2 days time. So probably 4 days travel after that. So by the end of the week.
Should we stop through here on the way back and let you know that
Well, we won't.
do you think you'll be here or
If you are back in 2 days, I think it will take you that.
longer? Okay.
But if you're, I mean, it's a day's travel to Northgard alone. So just
Yeah.
Northgard and back will take you 2 days. So I highly doubt I will be here.
Okay.
But I mean, by all means, stop by. I will do what I can to help. I know there is a temple of the Lady of the Moon in the area, and it's about time they sent some acolytes up here. Anyways.
Okay.
May the
Not to
moon
be
show you.
a paranoid asshole, but can I inside check just to make sure they're not like running us around for some reason?
Sure.
That's like an 11.
I mean, they're both really old, so they're kind of hard to read. But what you have been able to read from them is that with Avando, there's a lot of regret. A lot of regret. And guilt in Avando's face as you told the story. Nihilus.
Create the thing.
Nihilus, yeah, and it's kind of similar for Nihilus. Like, Nihilus is both looking, I mean, excited for one last adventure, like one last hurrah before the end, and is definitely like, what are the chances? Like, this can't be. So,
Same.
and the further irony is that had you been a day later, Nihilus wouldn't have been on the council. So, like, the timing of this is like literally last day. This is the end, basically. So it worked out quite well.
Wow.
All right. Well, I suppose we should take our leave.
Yeah, I mean,
Plan for our trip tomorrow.
might as well get a crack at it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is still early morning. You don't have to spend the day in.
You just go.
Yeah.
Fair.
Time is,
I guess
you
we
know,
did get quite a lot of
yeah.
information.
Yeah.
Time is a weird soup.
It is indeed. It is indeed.
All right. Well, we will expect to see you in area then. I guess reach out to the Adventuring Guild and Lady Renee if you need something.
Renee Dastro. Yes.
You know her well.
I wonder if she still has her hat. And Nihilus and Avando kind of look at each other. Well, that is all. We bid thee farewell, good day, good luck. We hope to see you soon. Don't die out there. And that is actually a great place to end today's session. Imagine we start on time, we end somewhat on time.
Wow. Look at us.
Imagine
Hey,
that. What are the chances? But yeah, that'll do us for the day. Thank you all for watching. We will pick up from here next week, hopefully with one more person. As always, be excellent to each other. Keep us alive. Alarm Mortalis. See you next time.